Lunchbox is brought to you by Tacocraft Taqueria.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave with shafafa on the side.
Afternoon again, and welcome back to another edition of the Lunchbox. I think we do them on the hour every hour now, but boy, am I excited for a first-time experience on the Lunchbox. We are at Anthony's Runway 84, State Road 84.
You remodel, Mayo.
It's a legendary place, and we've got some legendary figures right beside us now. Gives me great pleasure. Anthony Bruno has been on our show before when it was audio only, when it was the radio, but this is the first time that he is seeing us live in living color on the video live stream. Anthony Bruno, Marc Falsetto, Jeff DeForest, Mike Lubie on the production board today. Boy, am I excited. It's almost the weekend, and I'm at Anthony's Runway 84. Life can't be any better. Anthony Bruno, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's great.
Couldn't be better.
What Anthony doesn't know, this is your double header today. So
You telling me?
so Fridays is the only day you can do the lunches, and then we snuck him in for the late lunch, early happy hour.
You're at the track today.
I've been known to do a couple of, double dipping, double headers, or as it's known in the food business, a bang bang, where you go right from one meal to the next. But I've been itching to get in here for the Power Lunch, which is Fridays only. It's a restoration of a tradition that began at the original.
Yes.
And did you ever come out here for the Power Lunch?
I've been here for lunch, actually, and a funny thing, because a very successful gentleman, and you were mentioning a couple of things, and, Mayo naturally issued the warnings that don't dress like your usual slob self, because there are a couple of standards here that they just won't overlook. And I remember a friend of mine actually had to, be reminded to remove his baseball cap long time ago for lunch, and he was a little reluctant at first, and then the food came, and he could have cared less.
Yeah.
A dynamite play. I mean, this is truly an honor, because I haven't seen the remodel, and I'm having trouble envisioning exactly where everything was before. But as
you're
telling
supposed
Mark,
to forget the past and
it
forward.
takes courage, though. They were highly successful with what they had. So to just turn it over and try something new, that's why these guys are so successful.
I just need to get another 40 years out of it.
Yeah. But always a classic place. Pleasure to be here. And you couldn't get us to leave a racetrack after an hour's time being there while being stuck,
It takes,
for any other reason.
It takes some doing.
Well, he heard about the porterhouse. So
Yeah.
that'll get you off the
Oh, man, we're going to be hit with an onslaught of some of their great, delicious specialties here. But we'll wait for that in a moment. Falsetto, what's going on lately? I understand, you and Bruno are partners now, not only on this place, but on the Tacocraft concept. Is that right?
Yes, sir. And we got a new location opening up in a few weeks in Coral Springs, West Broward. Super pumped up about it.
And as we are too, because Lubie lives in Coral Springs.
I heard.
So he's looking very much forward to it. And we're going to be doing our next edition with you next month. Hopefully everything will be up and running. And you're looking for what? A grand opening when?
First week of August.
Okay.
Looking for that first, second, third of August, right around that time right now. So we're passing all the final inspections today, Monday, Tuesday. And then as soon as we get the license from the city, we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Now, Anthony, I know the name of the place is Tacocraft Taqueria and Tequila Bar. Is that it? And you are obviously now joining the fun with the tequila.
I've been a tequila
Look at
guy
these
for
guys.
years.
So
I moved out of vodka about
mess
10
around.
years ago.
Okay, well, I'm moving into vodka right now. I propose a toast, gentlemen.
Salute.
Here's
Salute.
to good days.
Oh, yeah, here's the
Summertime.
Salute.
And
Is it a new taco craft?
bold new ventures. And here's to much success at the latest new Tacocraft in Coral Springs and continued success here at Runway 84. Just describe, I guess, Anthony, how did your partnership with Marc come about? And when they said, oh, let's totally redo the place, what was your reaction?
Well, originally, our other partner who's out vacationing somewhere in the United States.
Pat Marzano.
He's probably at the track.
Pat and I were partners at Colt.
Saratoga.
Probably he's at
I thought I saw him
Saratoga
coming
right
in.
now.
He's at Saratoga.
We can spill the beans.
Yeah, he's at Saratoga right
Yeah.
now.
He's allowed.
His wife's losing a bunch of money from him.
Yeah.
And Pat and I did Coal Fire together, and we bought the property on Commercial Boulevard in A1A. And there was an empty restaurant, which I think was a Greek restaurant. at the
Greek
time.
restaurant. Yeah, Greek restaurant.
And I happen to know Mark from years past. And I said, let's call Mark because I know he has this little Mexican concept going on. It might be a great spot for it. And that's how it started, pretty
Yeah.
much, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's how it started.
Packed every
And,
night.
Yeah, the beach,
packed
great
in every
location.
It's a
I go
great
by there
area.
every
I
day.
love to
Yeah.
go by the sea. It's such a cool area. It's old school. You can walk around, flip flops. It's not that pretentious Fort Lauderdale. You know, it's just old school. It's great. And it's a great little area.
It's a
And,
great area. Yeah.
It's a great area. Really, it's special. And, COVID hit. And it was a little depressing coming in here. And I was going to build a hotel. Yeah, I designed a hotel. We going to do like an airport hotel, and I couldn't get the financing because it was still COVID. And Mark and I and Pat talked about it one day about doing something like this. Mark had some ideas with the music and kind of redoing the place. He's a creative guy, and I said, you know what? My father was always in the nightclub business. It seems like a hell of a segue for myself, and here we are.
Here we are.
We are a
Indeed.
year and a half in.
I can't
Here we
believe
are,
it's been a year and a
in.
half.
Yeah.
And, I've been in here, I can't even count, probably a half dozen times.
Yep.
It's become my go-to place for special occasions and birthdays and whatnot. And I'm blown away because not only when you walk in here, you feel like you're walking into the scene in Goodfellas when they set the table right in front of the stage at the Copacabana. But the food, Chef Robbins will have on soon, but so consistent. And
That's the key. We're just
and I
talking
know,
about that. right?
you've had your longtime staff, and there's been unfortunately, some losses in Vincenzo, and it's
we
very
lost
hard
Vincenzo.
to believe.
Yeah,
but,
terrible.
but we've got, there's fresh faces, the new crew, but it's the same old great menu, some classic hits, but you've also introduced new
Some
things,
new
right?
stuff. Yeah, look, I think what we had tried to accomplish, we achieved was keeping the Runway customers and getting a whole new group of customers, which has been great. And I think that keeping the old school menu, having some new items Mark put on there, and it's really it's been above our expectations, to be honest with you.
The food, Mike,
it's
has
been
always
great.
been my favorite food. Anthony's always had the best food here, and I had my 21st birthday here. I had my 30th birthday here. I had my bachelor party here. It's my wife's been coming here since she's I think 4 or 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so when it's not broke, you don't fix it. The food has been always a standout. Same family recipes that Anthony's has the best. And
But it's a real wow factor when people who have been here in the past come in here for the first time. And I saw it on Defoe's face today.
No,
and now
I'm
seeing
looking
his
at this.
face because
This is monstrous.
they're
Yeah,
rolling
yeah.
out a cart.
yeah,
And
My
we will
God.
let our man Falsetto kind of do the honors of telling us what we've got going here. It looks like a little bit of a porterhouse for two.
yeah.
One of the beautiful steak dishes. And the steak program, that's something that wasn't here before. Oh, look at this. Now we got
You got like 12 guys
it's
coming
the
out of the
chicken
kitchen, man.
capital.
Chicken
Oh,
capital.
my
Yeah.
favorite,
there
my
you go,
favorite.
yeah. That looks great.
We've got, we look like a veal chop Danielle. Is that right?
The recipes come from your dad, of course, what was
Some of
influential.
them from my father
Yeah.
and my father's original chef that came down here. Some from my mom. That's a family recipe.
Now
the
that-
pasta with cauliflower.
that
My
is a
grandmother used to
classic
make that.
old
Yeah.
school Anthony's.
Yep.
It's the cauliflower with the rigatoni.
Yeah.
Right. And
Phenomenal.
And that one
Looks
just-
outrageous.
I guess in going over the menu, were there some non-negotiables like this gotta stay?
Yeah, pretty much. But pretty much we kept the old menu and we added some new items.
I
on
think we
there.
wanted to keep everything, all
Yeah.
the great stuff. And you mentioned about steaks, but actually, Runway's always had amazing steaks, Mike, for a very long time.
Always had a good steak.
I don't
always
think
had a
you.
great
I
steak.
don't
But I think
think
now
you
we
brought
have
up enough food.
More of a
Yeah,
choice.
really
on the steak.
Yeah. I mean, what the heck?
I've never seen Defo
Yeah,
say,
no,
"Stop
this is
bringing
the
food."
Last Supper didn't have
Listen,
this many
nobody
dishes.
leaves. This is
It's
all
amazing.
done.
it.
So.
It's like like I'm going to the
Hey,
chair.
oh, this is the thing you were talking about. This,
Yeah, this is the
stuffed
loaded-
potato.
Yeah, that's nice.
cacio
Get some
pepe
steak
baked
knives.
potato.
That's a new item.
Wow.
Beautiful.
My God,
This is
where do
an
we begin?
incredible display. I hope Lubie
And you
is
want to run it
taking
through, let them know what
pictures.
we have here?
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
go ahead,
find
do the
out.
quick-
Yeah, let's go. Well, this is our
Meatballs look
porterhouse.
amazing. Yeah.
I'm going in right away.
Beautiful. We got the famous meatballs. That's our new one What do we call that, Mark?
That's a truffle, the twice baked truffle potato.
Yeah, that's a new item. That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's the old school pasta with cauliflower that we've kind of infamous for. Thank you, Grandma.
I think that's something Chef just sent out. I don't know what that is.
And then we got the bolognese sauce, Robin's bolognese, which is beautiful.
homemade ravioli.
But wait, there's more. Chef
Then
Rob.
we got the old
You
school
want to
chicken
wheel it on the
scapadillo.
table? Yeah.
Little pasta with the vodka sauce.
It's okay. No
Yeah.
worries.
Wow.
We'll bring that after.
As Captain Quentin said in Jaws, we're going to
That's
need
it.
a bigger
That's
boat.
it.
We're going to need a
This
bigger
looks
table.
amazing. Yeah.
I cannot believe this display.
You got to let Anthony tell the story about how we got started here because it was fascinating. You were telling me before the show what the 24-hour drive from Bensonhurst.
Yeah, I was working for my cousin. It was the summertime, and we opened up, and I drove overnight.
Thank you.
Got here on a Saturday morning, pulled in, and had my flip-flops on, my shorts, T-shirt on. They put me in the kitchen, 200 pounds of shrimp to clean.
Look at this surface.
And the guy I was cleaning with got bombed and drank a bottle of rosé, Carlo Rossi rosé, and that's how we started. And here we are,
And here we are. How many
Perfect.
years later? When did this
That was
first open?
82.
1982.
Let me do some quick math. Carry the two.
Oh, look
It's
at
42 years.
42 years.
And again, you did the remodel. You were closed for a little bit back,
8.5 months.
Yeah,
8.5
not too
months. But who's counting?
Who's
And at
counting?
that time, you had
30,
some other
30
endeavors
minutes
going.
and 12 seconds. To be honest with you.
But when you opened, it was a stunner, as the
been great.
kids say. And
great. Yeah.
what I love is the fact that you have kept the momentum going. You know, a lot of places this
And a piece
summer,
of chicken.
this summer particularly, I've been hearing a lot of stories. You know, downtown, Las Olas, some restaurants are really struggling. But you guys, you still have enough of the. It's a combination of the novelty factor and just consistent good food, and
Good
people
food.
know to come in here. And you got the entertainment nightly. You've really. You've
Well, I know we talk about it, Mike, all the time, and people right now want a full experience, you know. And if a restaurant doesn't have amazing food, you don't go back, right? At the end of the day, we talk about it every weekend. Consistent, amazing food.
Wow.
The kitchen guys, the same guys have been in the kitchen for 20, 25, 30 years. We have a lot of guys front of the house that have been here for so long. And people want to know where it's comfortable. Like, you know, we talk every week. We don't even like trying new restaurants anymore because we get disappointed and we want to come back to the old faithful. You know,
And we've
it's-
always built an emotional connection with the customers. That's the key. Whether it was Vinny, God rest his soul, and Toto, that's here now. And now we have Joe, and the new crew is building that.
Joe does a great
You
job.
know, and
Every
you
time
make-
I come in, he looks at my table. It looks like this, and he goes,
Yeah.
"He's eating like you're going to the chair."
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, yeah. It's
You don't
all
have
good.
that in a lot of restaurants. It's very corporate and it was very scripted, and we kind of just let it fly and be genuine about stuff. And
No, and what I
Believe
love
that.
about it, and
Thank
what people should appreciate, is that when they come in here, they will see you. They will see Pat
course.
Marzano. They will see Falsetto or
so
Danielle.
Pat's always eating. Pat's taking up a table usually.
But they're here, and you love touching tables. You
Well-
are. That's part of what's in your DNA, right?
I love being in the dining room. I love the action.
Oh, yeah.
Love
And-
to watch people eat, drink, have a good time.
And we're having a good time. We're here at Runway 84. They're open every day of the week except Mondays. That's their day off. I love the Friday power lunch for those who are in the Fort Lauderdale area. Should come on out, check it out, because it's kind of maybe a little bit easier time to get in here.
Same
It is-
menu, though? All
Same
these
menu.
items are available?
Except they have an additional item, right?
So we do a couple different things for lunch. We're doing some few lunch specials every week, plus our amazing regular menu. The double Wagyu cheeseburger, Snake River Farms, 2 4-ounce double Wagyu patties.
Do we
got-
challenge them to the big bite?
Yeah, no.
No.
Remember last time
We're
with
not
the
doing big
pizza?
bites.
Disaster,
This
yeah.
is
You
far
burnt,
too
your
classy.
whole mouth at
Yeah.
Pizza Craft.
Part of, they have the
I heard the health
rules
department came
besides
back.
the
Yeah.
dress code, which is no shorts, no baseball caps. It says no big bites. By
No
Mike
big
Mayo
bites, no
either.
big
bites.
This is a classic establishment, and I will respect all the rules of the house.
Yeah.
Always had the
fantastic.
family style thing going, too. I mean,
Yeah.
which was a nice touch. And always felt very, very comfortable coming in here. And it seems like you've got that same vibe going, even though you've got a
do.
little more upscale.
This chicken scarpiello, excuse
That's
my
my
full
favorite
mouth.
thing on the
No.
menu.
He's got 3 different dishes he's going to analyze all at once.
That's one of the
It's beautiful.
classics.
Okay.
And it's
Nobody
one of-
makes it like that.
right.
That is great.
And,
That was
Just-
my father's dish. Old
just
school.
describe what's in it. It's
It's a half a chicken cut up small, Italian sausage, pan fried in olive oil, garlic, little onion,
Oh my God,
red wine vinegar.
You guys are bringing more food. What are you talking about?
there's more food coming.
It's fantastic. Well, garlic.
This is, they call this a peasant dish. It's
It's a
like
peasant dish.
shoemaker's chicken. Is
Yep,
the
shoemaker's chicken.
Fantastic.
That's a peasant dish.
But here the peasant dishes are ridiculous. We gotta get that veal chop Danielle in here.
Yeah, make some room for it.
What was under here again? This
That's
is a
some homemade. I
bolognese?
think some homemade raviolis with the wagyu
With the
bolognese.
bolognese.
I feel like we're on the show The Weakest Link. It's
The
like,
weakest.
which dish do you throw off to make room for the Danielle?
Yeah.
Let me
Hey, Nick,
ask
come
you
on
about
down.
the twice
Can you
baked
move the
potato.
scarp?
This is
And,
beyond overwhelming. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
we'll put the veal there.
this started off as a cacio e pepe baked potato, but now you said you reworked it. And
No,
now,
it's still the truffle baked. No, the cacio pepe's on the bottom.
okay.
On the bottom.
Yeah,
This
the
is-
same since day
There's
one.
ricotta in there, right?
Yep. So we whip the potatoes. It's a ricotta mashed potato.
And it's crazy the black truffle shower on
Yeah,
here.
black truffle shower.
This
that's
you could
that's
have.
the
It's
setup.
a
That's how you
side
get it.
dish that eats like a meal, and you could split it 4 ways.
Pretty
And
much.
some people look.
Very popular.
I don't know if you heard. I run this little Facebook group in conjunction with the Sun Sentinel called Let's Eat South Florida. We're over 160,000 members now.
Sometimes they like me on there. Sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they like to complain about things, and sometimes people came in here say, "Oh, it's too loud, it's too expensive," and I say, "Boulder Dash" to all that,
Right.
because the portions you get here, the quality you get
It's
here,
all about value.
value. Thank
Look,
you.
At the end of the day, it's
And-
value.
And this is something I try to impress on people. You get great value here because not only are you getting the great quality food and the great service, but odds are you're going to be taking home a doggy bag.
It's family style.
If you left here hungry, you did something wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
If I
I gotta
leave
take
here
a picture of
hungry,
this thing.
well, I
And
mean,
then we talk to us all the time. We're one of the very few restaurants, if not the only restaurant I know in Broward County, there's a true family style.
Yeah.
With Italian.
and
you
people don't understand this. And then as far as the atmosphere here, I mean, you have talk about the entertainment program that you've put on. It's nightly, right?
When we were developing on the relaunch, Anthony and I were talking about it every night, and the theme is, and he uses this a lot, is I want to say an Italian wedding every night.
Yeah.
That's what we want to create. We want to
Pretty
create.
much.
You're going to a big Italian wedding, a lot of food, a lot of energy, great songs. We're bringing in crooners, 5-6 piece
But the
bands.
talent that we
Mitch
have
is,
here,
the main guy.
One of
Oh,
our
sorry,
main
Mitch.
guys, yeah,
Mitch,
yeah,
Mitch Franco. But the talent we have here is on nobody has it anywhere.
Right.
And I'm not. It is what it is. The band is phenomenal. The singers, the crooners we have are. Nobody could touch it down here.
Oh no, I mean,
What
it's
time they
superb.
get started?
What's that?
When did they start?
What is the hours?
Post time for the.
Well, in the summertime right now, during the week, 7:30.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And on the
Alright.
weekends, Friday starts 8:30.
Thursday we go 8
Right.
o'clock.
So for
8:30.
those who want a maybe more sedate experience,
come
you
in early.
Come in
Yeah.
on the early side. They got 2 dining rooms.
And Mike, we talked about this last time, and Runway, there's something for everybody, and we talk about this all the time. If you want a quiet experience, you want more of an intimate experience, you come a little early before the show. If you want to go crazy, listen to music, and with your buddies or on a date, come at 8:30. If you want, we have the Cypress Room, which is a more of an intimate experience out there as well. And we have something for everybody. You have pasta, steaks, fish.
This is one of the great feasts of all time. Mayo,
Yeah.
I know you've eaten a lot of different places.
No, you've definitely.
My God.
you
It's
know,
overwhelming. It really
we've been
is.
to a
This is
lot
just
of
a
great
casual
places.
Friday for us.
This veal chop, I mean,
You
looks
are
extraordinary.
annihilating us, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to take one bite of everything on this table. Is my goal.
Are you going to be able to do it?
Yeah, we're gonna get some fresh.
I'm
plates.
getting there. I mean, so far I've gotten the porterhouse for 2, and it's a beautiful piece of meat. Same butcher fabricator as Peter Luger's. Is
The
that
meatball
correct?
would be
Yeah.
a critical,
Meatball's delicious.
Going in
barometer.
for the
Yeah, yeah.
meatball. I got to put a little more of the sauce on there. Yeah, I'll put a little extra gravy.
All right, drop
Call
that
it
on.
sauce or gravy, gentlemen.
Very
I
nice.
call it sauce.
Just sauce. You're from
One
Brooklyn.
side of my family called it gravy. The other side called it sauce.
But you
It's a
do
big
have
debate.
a dish. You do have a dish called the Sunday
Sunday feast,
Feast, which
what we grew up with
When
every
I
Sunday.
yeah, when I see that, I think
I've
I
always
call
grew
that
up.
gravy.
I always grew up if there's meat in the sauce, bones, meat, neck bones, and it's Sunday gravy. Everything's always a sauce.
Yeah, well, it's weird. But
Yeah.
it depends on the side of the family. we
Depends.
are. If I was in
That's a
Brooklyn with my
polpette.
family, huh?
That is a beautiful meatball.
It's a fantastic meatball.
I know there are other places in town that has a reputation of having the best
It's a
meatballs.
great meatball.
This is a great meatball.
Grandma
Um,
Mary.
Grandma Mary.
Grandma Mary, my
I
father's
had a
side.
Grandma Mary, but she made matzo balls, not me.
Well, there you go. Oh yeah, I love matzo balls,
Also in
man.
Brooklyn, Sheepshead Bay.
Speaking of
Me and
matzo
him-
balls,
yeah,
soup.
go ahead.
Where do you get a good matzo ball soup?
Oh my
these
God,
days?
Top
We can't-
Hat is great.
Grandpa's.
No,
Top
Top Hat. Grandpa's
is
in
one of our
Dania has
Grandpa's
great
in
matzo
Dania,
balls.
in Dania.
Goldberg's, Mark Goldberg.
Well, he's the best. He's my man.
Wahlberg is good.
Dania, his matzo ball soup is phenomenal.
and Top
I
Hat
like-
had,
yeah.
you know, we
Top
love
Hat.
Elliot
Yep,
Wolf.
Top
I love
Great.
everybody. And
I like the
there's
grandma's.
different styles. And
How did it feel to be chased around by restaurant guys your whole life that wanted to kill you?
And now-
Serious,
and now-
I
now
always
he
wanted
wants
to
to
ask
hang
you
it.
that.
here's the thing.
I mean, you wrote these things.
I've now turned
Yeah.
into,
You know, I mean,
You
tell
wrote
me
these
about that.
I
Let's
put
talk,
that
I want to
together,
ask you
rehashed
questions.
some
I
old
heard you were
wounds.
talking bad about the family.
Yeah, I mean, not for nothing. You got a guy
Yeah,
breaking his ass all
exactly.
day
You gotta-
long.
One time he
This
got
guy's
an
writing
argument-
articles.
He got an argument one time about Henry's.
Tell me about that.
here's the thing.
How'd that feel?
I didn't even know him.
When I was a journalist,
You needed the Secret Service.
I had to do journalist
You
things,
needed the own
which
little
was I would
restaurant
ferret
Secret
out the
Service.
facts and sometimes catch people that was bending the
Yeah.
truth. And as a critic, I would have to,
Yeah.
kind
I know.
of ladle on the honest bad reviews along with the praiseworthy reviews. Now, in this current life, I still tell the truth, but I only want to focus on the good. I don't have to get into the bad.
That's what I'm talking
I know that some of your friends, like Kim Bocamper,
about. You got a little out of line with Fuvio, too, when he opened up. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. I had to console that poor kid at that time because of you. Serious.
Because of you.
Yeah.
So here's what I do. Even then,
Could have won a
I'm
little.
always
bit.
trying to be constructive
Is he
in the
safe, Anthony,
criticism.
walking around town? Is he safe?
I think he is now, but back then, I got to be honest with you. You had some pair of
I
balls
might
doing
need
that.
some-
I got to be honest. I got to lie.
I might need some Secret
I'm gonna
Service
tell you, there were a
protection.
couple of
Although
times
these
that,
days, I don't know
now
if
he's
that's
coming
very
around like it's
effective.
all good.
All of a sudden,
now you're a
he's
little
like
too
making a lot of
comfortable.
excuses. I didn't mean what I said about
You know
that.
Now
what?
it's too
All I
comfortable.
could tell you is thank God for the internet because it got you out.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Yeah.
did.
And
Well,
everybody can
that
be
and
big shots on the
buyouts.
internet and talk, and nobody knows who it is.
And that as
You
soon
put
as,
yourself out there.
Yeah, no,
I gotta
it's,
tell you,
it's
guy from Brooklyn. Not many guys would do that shit. You did.
I
Boy, did you
pride
thank him,
myself
Anthony. Unbelievable.
on honesty. And I think, look, Anthony, we've eaten meals together when I was at the Sentinel. I brought him to some places like smoked barbecue, and he enjoyed the pastrami sandwich.
Yeah.
And I love no critic ever wants to go into a place and say, this place sucks. We want good meals, but when something goes wrong, again, I always try to do it in a way that's constructive and say, hey, did you think of maybe, doing it this way? But look, and when it came to, and this was a good moment, your friend Paul Castronovo, whose
love
show
Paul.
I've done
Polly.
a bunch of times.
Well, he's my buddy.
But one time I got ambushed on the show because he had Kim Bocamper and you
Uh-oh.
in the
I
studio.
never heard
when-
this story.
when I called in.
I'll have to talk about this one later.
And Kim, because it was after I gave a kind of middling review to The Balcony, which was it's
He
no
basically
longer-
condemned the place. Yeah.
Well, I gave it 2.5 stars, and I was
I cut
kind.
you a piece there.
And he wanted 3 stars because that meant it gets into the weekly guide in the Sun Sentinel back in the day. But I'll never forget because I called in and the producer, of course, said, "Oh, Paul wants to talk to you about a couple things. Anthony's in the studio." I had no idea that Kim was in there, and then it was right after the review, and Paul says,
Nick, that's
"Hey, we got somebody that maybe didn't enjoy the last review we did of The Balcony." And Kim Bocamper says, "Yeah, me and Mike go way back, but not much further than this." Where is The Balcony now?
You know what? Shout out to Kim. Yeah, listen, they got a brand new concept coming. We're super
I love
excited
Kim.
for him coming in this fall.
Bocamper's.
Kim.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got a new concept coming there.
What's he got?
Seafood.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, upscale seafood.
Those on the beach does well because
Yeah.
of the
yeah,
the
we're
whole-
excited about it.
Yeah, it's all, look at this. We got bigger plates.
I'm good.
I'm good.
They took away my
Discuss
plate.
it.
I wasn't done, but no, it's all good.
You just make your room out.
No,
Move
we're
it.
gonna be good. Oh no, that's
Nah,
all. It's
we
okay.
got
It's
some
all
big
good.
plates
Here,
for
let
you.
me keep my thing. I'll
You've been
put
eating
that there.
since noon,
I've been
nonstop.
eating
This is
since
your
noon.
third stop already.
What's the secret behind the potato thing? That is great.
Can I get a
And,
dish?
and what's it called
Yeah,
again?
throw it on there. That's great.
Mark, this thing is fantastic.
You're the man. Thank you.
Well, yes, traditionally when you whip mashed potatoes, could be a lot of butter, a lot of
Yeah,
milk and
yeah.
stuff. And to make them Italian, my dad used to do ricotta inside the potatoes,
Uh-huh.
whip it up, or
A
mascarpone.
piece of chicken.
So we do whip the ricotta cheese with the potato nonstop,
So delicious.
and then
Wow.
a little bit of. We don't use any truffle. We actually use real black truffle inside and the shavings, black truffle paste in the potato. Yeah,
And that's an appetizer or a side? Or?
That's a side dish.
Yeah.
Goes with the steak.
It's a
Wow.
side dish with the steak.
That's a lot better than the potato puree at Gordon Ramsay's Steakhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're thinking,
Oh,
hey,
it
Gordon,
keeps,
can you
they
spare
keep
it?
dropping in. You got
Yeah,
a couple
this
of those
is great.
peppers, those sweet peppers there. Yeah, yeah. Look at that.
You're
This
not
is
going to
the
leave
stuff.
here
vinegar
hungry.
pepper.
I mean,
That's
that's
right.
one thing, man.
Yeah, that's all right. We got more. That's
More
good. That's good.
sausages.
That's good. I've lost all track of space and time. Do we need to take a break? Yeah, let's
Eventually,
take our first break, and I'm just totally overwhelmed by food, which takes a lot from me. We'll be back with more on the Lunchbox from Runway 84 after these words. One of the best restaurants in Broward, J&C Oyster in downtown Hollywood. At 2035 Harrison Street, this place is fantastic and worth a drive. It's got creative, cutting-edge seafood and more with an Asian twist and gorgeous cocktails. Chefs Raheem Seeley and Monica Dominguez cut their teeth at some of Miami's best restaurants. Don't miss some of these fantastic dishes, including grilled oysters, fried chicken, and the Thai red curry crab. Open Wednesday through Sunday for dinner with daily happy hour and outdoor seating. Go to jncoyster.com for reservations and information. Tell them Mike Mayo's Lunchbox sent you. Are you looking for a good New York-style slice? How about lunch specials for under $9 that come with garlic rolls and a fountain drink? I'm talking about Stromboli Pizza Kitchen in the Fountains of Plantation, 801 South University Drive. Since 1987, it's been home to Brooklyn-style pies and slices, heroes and paninis, pastas, and all your Italian-American favorites. It's got the unpretentious vibe of the pizza places of my youth with daily specials, family dinners, outdoor seating, eat-in, carry-out, or delivery. Open 7 days a week. Go to strombolispizza.com to place your order today. Best restaurants in South Florida? Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef-founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended for a special occasion or any occasion. Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. If you're looking for an exquisite sushi experience, Kaizen Sushi Bar and Grill in Fort Lauderdale is the place to go. 5640 North Federal Highway, just north of Commercial Boulevard. Chef owner Hui Lam, he's a sushi savant, slicing and serving pristine fish and seafood flown in directly from Japan and around the world. Nigiri, sashimi, special rolls, and omakase dinners. He's ruined me from going anywhere else. It's that good. Open 7 days for dinner and also for lunch. Even if you're not a sushi fan, they have great cooked options, including steaks, chops, rice and noodles, and other Japanese dishes. It's fantastic. For reservations and information, go to kaizenflorida.com. Tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Tacocraft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk, and soon in Coral Springs. Tacocraft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays with their $4 premium tacos, including their new burrito tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. We're back on the Lunchbox. We're having too much fun here on a Linner edition of the Lunchbox. We're in between the Friday power lunch and the regular dinner service at Anthony's Runway 84. Anthony Bruno, my thanks to him.
How
He
about
had a
Anthony
run.
Bruno, man? What a
He
job
did great.
this
He
guy
did great.
Wow.
Anytime he can make an appearance.
I never see Anthony.
That
He-
was
he-
strong.
he-
That was strong.
If there's one guy I don't mind busting my chops, it's Anthony Bruno.
But he was
Yeah,
right
it's-
on the money with everything. I mean, basically, you were like one step away from death.
Yeah, yeah. You almost
some of the
took the
work you
bullet.
did with the Sun Sentinel.
I
I
didn't
know.
realize it. And people, they don't realize, like, I should get hazard pay as the food critic, because not only am I putting my life on the line when I write negative reviews, but of course the amount of food and calories and booze that I had to consume,
Yeah.
60 pounds,
Yep.
metabolic disorder,
Oh, geez.
and I'm trying to get my life back.
Well,
on the
obvious
right path.
mental problems.
Yeah, right. Well, that I've had always.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but now we welcome back to the show is our man.
You know this woman that just walked in?
I'm gone. I'm a shot fighter. Danielle Falsetto, who is our man Mark's much better half. Well, no,
She makes me look good.
Mark's right up there. In
she's
my
the
book.
brains behind it all.
No, he's
I
right
love
up there.
Danielle because not only is she from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, my family's all from
Yeah, her
Brooklyn.
family's all from Brooklyn.
But you are, I call you like, who is the goddess of wine in Greek mythology? 'Cause you are the goddess of wine.
Oh, that's
thank
nice.
you.
Oh, nice
Every
one, man.
time-
The punishment
Yeah,
you were
the
taking on the
punishment,
show.
And
Nice
I see the
deflection.
lovely Val made it. Happy weekend to Val.
Well, yeah, they got us
Hey,
some wine.
Val.
Yeah, that's always good. Throw a couple of compliments out there.
No.
Uh, but you got a lot of things going on with the wine here at Runway 84.
Yeah, we have some really nice wines. We also have some high-end wines by the glass. We
which
do.
is brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, it's just if you have it, they will drink it. I feel that's my
Right.
motto.
So-
When I open a wine list and I see a high-end wine by the glass, I'm like, ooh, I'm drinking that.
Oh, nice, nice.
I know that I've come in. You've been gracious enough to sometimes send me some of those
Yeah.
beautiful premium glasses. Just describe for the people what's available for
So-
the wine aficionados.
So for the Corv and Pours, which are the high-end wines, we have 3 reds, 1 white. So we have an Austin Hope. It's a Cabernet from Paso Robles. Then we also have a good old reliable Camus,
Yeah, they have the Camus by the glass.
Camus Cabernet.
Can I ask what you charge per glass for the Camus?
I
It's like
think
35?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's
Not
35.
bad. 30, 35.
Considering that, at most places that you get a bottle of it for well into the 3 figures. That's
Yes.
reasonable.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so sometimes you can get the liter prices, which what we use for the by the glass at a decent price to make it affordable for people to drink it by the glass. So
We have Tignanello.
we
by the
also have
glass, my personal
Tignanello,
favorite.
which is a
Tignanello
super
is-
Tuscan.
And I just found out yesterday, the other day, that we're the #1 buyer of Tignanello in Broward County.
That does not
Yes.
surprise me.
Yep. And
Now-
because Danielle's Suave connections and her trips to Italy, we are able to put it by the glass.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
They're very good to us. We get unlimited cases of Tignanello.
Now,
We're very grateful.
Besides the wine, and you have great bottle selection by the
Oh,
full bottle.
yes.
The Gaia, and
Gaia.
just any kind of Italian red that you want. Under the
Yeah,
sun.
we've got everything. We've got Sassicaia, Ornellaia, Tignanello,
Gaia's-
Gaia, Grain.
We have so many boutique wines that, stuff from, we have Harlan, one of only 4 bottles
right.
of
The
the same.
scream,
We have
is that the
Harlan.
Screaming Eagle?
It's like the Screaming Eagle. We have
Okay.
the Harlan. We have
Harlan. We have their
the
entry
mascot, the
level, which
mascot.
is the
Oh, so
mascot.
beautiful. Peter Michaels.
And
We have a
again, you
price
have
point for
affordably
everyone.
priced wines too, like whatever you're looking for.
we have
like
price point for everyone.
Yeah.
Everybody. You can
So
go.
you
You
have
can
every
spend
tier.
$70, $80, or you can spend $3,000-$4,000 if
Yeah.
you like.
That's Mayo category
That's
there.
it, yeah.
right?
That's
big
me
green,
after
that's
I
good
hit
stuff.
the pick 5
How
tomorrow.
How
But-
educated are the people in terms of what they're ordering? I mean,
I mean, people are pretty educated,
Oh, good.
but what we were doing when we wanted to do the wine list here is I wanted it to have the hit list, I called it. I
Mhm.
want to have every popular, wine that's you want. For everybody.
beautiful, yeah.
Now, besides the wine, your name graces the menu on. Well, does it still? I know at some point they called it the veal chop Danielle, right?
Yes.
And this is what I'm eating right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
it's,
phenomenal.
it's
Amazing.
technically it's not on the menu, but we had it as a special, and it ended up
It's
being
on the secret menu
it's
every
on the
night.
secret menu now because
The
that's
veal
our
chop,
number
Danielle.
one selling
It's our
special.
number one seller special too
Yeah.
in the whole restaurant.
Was the veal chop Danielle?
Veal chop
Yes.
Danielle.
Okay, and at one point it was a chicken parm Danielle.
No, we still
That's-
have that on the menu.
That's
Okay.
on the menu.
That's on the menu.
Yeah, so we still have the chicken vodka parm, but the veal chop Danielle is the veal chop with the long bone with the.
With the bone in,
Yeah.
and it has
Fun
a little
fact:
bit
Danielle
of the
creates
prosciutto.
a dish at every restaurant. She has the Danielle pizza at Tacocraft as well.
Very nice.
Yeah,
You have impeccable taste.
Thank you.
And
I love to eat and drink.
and a
Take
great
it easy, Mike.
background. Anybody whose family is from Brooklyn is a friend of mine.
Exactly.
He's overwhelmed.
right?
Now. You can tell.
You
he's
know how to
overwhelmed
eat
by all
then,
this.
right?
Look at me. Do I know how to eat? And by the way, not only do you provide all the great food and drink, but Falsetto over here provided me with one of the
some
new.
gear. So this is
nice.
my gift to you guys. This is the
Oh.
owner gear. Nobody has this stuff.
Woo, I'm
Oh, yeah.
honored.
Yeah, this is fresh. It actually just
Fantastic
arrived when you
shirt.
walked in, fresh off the truck.
It feels beautiful. This is a beautiful.
Those are
fabric.
like Lululemon zip
It
ups.
smells like Lululemon too.
That's
It's very
Sport Tech
fresh and
very
fishing
nice,
shirts,
material.
workout
No,
My
it's
shirts.
daughter is
shirt
going to
shirt
be
summer here.
very, very jealous.
Curiosity point, though, I've seen this a lot on Let's Eat South Florida, and people wonder if you still have the meatballs and martinis, which our friend Cheryl DeLeonardis was running for a long time. And then do you have like a bunch of specials going on still, or is that?
So we don't
Was that
have,
in
in
the
theory.
past?
So in theory, we don't have
Yeah.
the meatballs and martinis in particular. But every single night here we have that party, and Thursday nights we continue that party. And we sell a lot of martinis. We just don't have a specific
Yeah,
special with
okay,
the
cool.
meatballs and stuff.
Here, I'm gonna show you something, Defo.
What do you got?
Meatball, martini.
And a martini. Okay, let's see you do it.
Make your own. Now,
I think
it
you're supposed to be
used to
like
be-
maybe hitting on some,
it used to be a
beautiful young woman
Thursday
here,
night
too.
tradition
Yeah.
in town.
Yeah.
But the testament to how well they're doing here is that at this point you don't really need to have any kind
Honestly,
of specials.
we can't do it. We're
Yeah.
too busy.
You're too busy.
We're too
it's
busy.
It's a little crazy.
I mean, it's crazy. You can't get into the bar some nights. It's
Yep.
wild.
the
I mean,
bar
awesome.
every night.
Yeah.
You know,
It's crazy.
tonight the bar's here. We got. I know where you're going with this. So with the bar every night is super busy.
Great
You know
spot.
me because
I know where you're going.
I'm a prick.
Yeah. I know where you're going.
It was a post on Let's Eat about somebody had I guess a little bit of a question about how things work at
Yeah.
the bar. Is it by reservation? Is
I'll
it
answer
for
that one.
regulars? Is it an insider club? Is it first come first serve? And I just say take the guesswork out of here. Get here right at opening, whether it's 4 o'clock on
Yeah,
the
we're
weekend.
seeing it
That's
right
what
now.
they do. They wait outside for the doors to open.
Yeah, so let's take a look. Right now it is 4 o'clock. We just opened the doors and look behind us.
There's
the
open
bar,
seats.
there's a few open seats. The bar is almost half full already at 4 o'clock.
Wow.
So let me just clear a couple things.
Okay.
Right now, if you go,
and by the way,
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much because I am able to bring up things that were on the group that
we
are
don't take
maybe,
it personal.
yeah,
It
and
is what it is.
I want people to have their questions answered.
Sure.
And I am a big proponent. I think anybody, it's worth waiting for a half hour for a seat at the bar
Sure.
if you have to. But go ahead.
Well, the first couple things. The bar is first come, first serve. That's the first thing. That's it. I'm the one that makes the decisions around here. It's first come, first serve. The bar is so busy when you have 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 people waiting for a bar seat. We have a list behind the bar. You can put your name on the wait list.
Right.
So you and I go to the bar right now. There's no seats available. Hey, Danielle, can you put us on the wait list? We put you on the wait list. And in order, if you're number 4, you get the 4 seat that opens up, so on and so on. Now, that being said, we do have, if some celebrities are in town or I need to reserve a seat at the bar, whatever it is, then we do that once in a while as well. But it's actually the wait list at the bar. Similar like Houston's. If you go to Houston's, you can go to the bar. But if the bar is busy, they have a wait of, it's first come,
If
first serve.
there's
If I
a
was here-
wait and you're number 10, can you leave a phone number or
yeah,
you
you
just
leave
gotta
a phone
hang
number.
out?
They'll text you. You can
Okay.
hang out. Yeah.
As long as you get a chance to,
Yeah,
you could go
100%.
to the Walgreens next door, do your
100%.
pharmacy
You go to
refills.
Dania Highlight, bet a couple of games.
So what's interesting, Mike, is this is a family style restaurant. So a lot of the tables are for 4 and for 6 and for 8. So even for a couple, most couples prefer to sit at the bar and a single diners. And this is a unique bar because when you come at night to have a drink at the bar, you get a full show.
Yep.
So you're having a martini,
Yeah.
you get a full
Oh, Cindy, the
5-piece
bartender
band.
there, Joe
Oh,
Beja
happens.
loves
Yeah,
her.
so
I have to say this too, because and it's been a little while since I've been in here. I hadn't been since the remodel. Was a frequent customer here for many years,
Sure.
all the way through, like the whole history of the place. Some of the finest food we've had, and we go to some great places, Mike Mayo. And
Thank
I
you.
know, but this is
It's
sensational.
top notch, yeah.
Stick
What
with
you guys
kid.
are doing
Hey, we got to take another break. Danielle is going to go. I'm done with the martini.
get
That
you
means
some
we're up to
wine.
some wine, and we'll bring Chef Robbins out.
Danielle will go pull some wines, and then
And,
we'll grab Chef
we'll
Robbins.
come back
Yeah.
with more and just continue this Friday feast at Runway 84. Come
love
on
it.
in.
You didn't
Try
have
to
the
get
bolognese yet.
your
It's an
reservations on
Italian festival.
resi.com.
We're
It's
saving it.
open every night except
That's coming.
Monday and lunch on Fridays. We'll be back with more on the Lunchbox after these words.
That's
Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me. I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks, they're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox, Mayo, and Defo sent you. Do you like burgers? Do you like wings? Do you like late night food and sports on big screen TVs and cold beer and friendly vibe and great people? Then you want to check out Shenanigans, 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Go to Shenanigans, you get yourself all the good stuff, the fresh fish every day, the blackened grilled wings, and of course, the kitchens are open late. Go there, tell them that the Lunchbox, Mayo, and Defo sent you. All right, we're back with our dinner edition between lunch and dinner at Runway 84, right on State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale. It's classic. It's been here 42 years. It got revamped. It is one of the most spectacular restaurants in town. And our rotating feast here continues. Jeff Defo DeForest.
Oh, man, they're slaying it. They're slaying it today. Unbelievable.
And we welcome for his Lunchbox debut the general manager here at Runway 84, Joseph Alfano.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Joe.
Hey, you want
Joe.
a table? What time you want to come in?
This is
He
new for me. I like
he takes
this.
good care of everybody.
I gotta just stop you right there. I think Joe should wear this. He's like the head coach here. He should, between me texting him and Anthony texting him
all
and
the
Pat texting him, he
Yeah.
should just wear a headset all
Wear
night
the
long.
headset.
Wear
and,
the headset.
You have the
Linear
clipboard.
piece on.
You got the playbook.
Yeah.
So they can never not find me. They'll always find me.
That's the
I
problem
like
with
that.
modern technology.
I like
Well,
that.
wasn't
There's
that
no
in the
excuse.
contract when you
Yeah,
signed
yeah,
up?
I like that.
We'll
Right.
always be able to find it.
So just tell us about your experience. How long have you worked here? And
Well, I came on board just before the renovations.
okay.
2 years ago. They were kind enough to interview me, and I helped over at Tacocraft for a little bit.
Oh yeah, you did a little intern stuff at Tacocraft. Yeah.
And I learned the systems, and I got to meet everybody, and they brought me
Now
on.
you're a Bronx guy. I won't hold it against you as a
I
Brooklyn
know.
boy,
I
but
know.
Arthur Avenue, my mom, rest her soul, was born. Grand Concourse in the Bronx. But how did you make your way to South Florida? And you've been in the business a long time.
I had an opportunity to come down here to reopen another restaurant, and I got a visit from a couple of the partners from Anthony's Runway, and they asked
And you got
me to
an
come
offer you
on
couldn't
over.
refuse.
They made me that kind of offer.
Yeah, we made that kind of offer.
Just tell us what it's like working here every night, because it seems like the party never ends.
You know what? The name work, the word working doesn't really go here. It's just fun to be here.
Yeah, it's like
It's
my
a
life.
social.
It
It's
feels,
a social life.
yeah.
It's meeting people for the first time, meeting people that have been here for 30, 40 years. Everybody has a knowledge of this business. We have a great staff. The clientele is phenomenal. And everybody just does a great job.
It seems like people want to be here, and it creates that atmosphere. Not just the guests, but the staff.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, they love it. We have hostesses that dance and sing. We have
No,
bus
thank
boys that dance while they're bussing tables. The music is great. It's a great vibe. It's a great
I
feeling.
burst
Look
into
for Joe,
song
look
and
for-
dance every time I'm here, especially when the entertainment is on, and I take my Jardian's pill and I do a little
Jard-
dance like
Oh,
in the
sure.
commercial.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
You know,
But-
we said it earlier, Mike. Every night here is like an Italian wedding.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's the play remains the same, but the characters change every day.
Yes,
That's what we
we
do.
used to do that in a restaurant in New York. Tony and Maria's wedding.
yeah, yeah.
Tony
it's-
Maria's-
Yeah, they used to have a
Oh,
wedding
yeah.
in this
Look at
one
this.
restaurant
and
every
we got
weekend.
the Tignolo.
So Danielle sent
flowing.
over some Tignanello. I'm
Oh,
going to stick
This
the
is
tequila.
beautiful. You're going okay. Good
I'm going
for
to stick
you.
on the tequila.
I'm gonna
I gotta
say
watch our liquor
Centani
costs.
to everybody.
All
That
right,
means
salute, Chendama,
salute.
100
salute.
years. May everybody live to 100 years. And
That's a big number.
73 for our man Defo this month. He's
Oh, that's
doing
nice,
great.
huh?
He looks better than me.
He
Sometimes.
looks fresh.
Yeah,
He looks
he's
fresh.
he's ready
I'm a
to
shot
go.
fighter. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Look
know
at
what?
him. He's tan,
remember
he's
Vito
golden.
Anafermo? Like if you owned an Italian restaurant in New York, you could not open unless, never mind the license, you had to have a picture of Vito Anafermo
Yeah.
by the front
Oh,
door
yeah,
with the gloves
yeah.
like this and the
That's right.
cuts. And that's about how I feel right now. You know, you asked Vito what day it was, and he said, my grandchildren are fine.
That's right. Mike, you know, a lot of people don't know, guys. You're a big track guy. You're a big casino guy.
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Joe
at
came
the
from
track.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Joe was in Vegas
I
for
lived
many
there a
years.
while.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Worked in the
Okay.
casinos.
Had
Which
restaurants
ones?
in Vegas.
The original MGM Grand.
Nice.
Back
Back-
in '80.
Wow.
Yeah.
They had.
Crap dealer.
Oh wow,
ever
that's
play that
that's
game?
going way back to the old days, almost the old school days of Vegas. Back when the Desert Inn was open, I used to play golf at the
Yeah.
old
Oh,
Desert
yeah.
Inn course. Then I did some work for the Wynn.
The Sands was
that
there.
took over. Yeah, I love old time. I haven't been to Vegas in over 10 years, but
Circus,
Oh, really?
Circus for the
Great
99
restaurants
cent
there, Mike. Some
shrimp
great
taco.
restaurants.
I know
now.
it's become
Now
a
it's a
great
change.
restaurant town. A lot of people in South Florida are building restaurants there.
Restaurants
My
out there.
friend Jeremy Ford, Stubborn
Stubborn
Seed,
Seed,
is
yeah,
opening
yeah.
up there. I know some other
Poppy Steak
places.
just opened. Komodo.
It's definitely a hot spot to be in. But we love South Florida because there's everything we need down here. Great food, great wine, great restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Tracks, casinos.
Casino.
Tracks. All my
Tracks,
entertainment needs, as
Oh,
we
yeah.
discussed earlier.
There's something for everyone.
I think we got to take one more break. And then we're going to let the party begin here. It's going to be a great
We're going to hit up
Friday
the happy hour.
evening.
Joe, how many we got tonight?
Do you-
400, 450 tonight? 450?
450 on the books, 450
440,
covers.
440 a night,
400 people
500 or
coming in
more.
here. Wow.
Jeez. I don't know how you guys do it.
It doesn't end.
Grab a drink and get cozy at the bar while you're waiting for your table. That's how
Runway
we can talk.
84. If you haven't been in
what,
here
it
yet,
would be worth whatever
you really
had
gotta
do
come
to
in.
It's
here.
always
It really
season
would.
here.
Yeah.
it's always,
It's always
season
the
here,
season.
and that is music to Falsetto and Bruno's ears
Yeah.
because, it's remarkable that a year and a half in, the momentum has not gone anywhere. People
Oh,
keep
we're up, we're
wanting
up.
to come back for more, and we'll come back for more after these words on the lunch.
All right, let's go.
From a scratch kitchen, delicious drinks and house-made spirits from a craft bar. A great vibe inside and out with a spacious patio. I'm talking about Batch New Southern Kitchen and Tap, Fort Lauderdale, in the heart of the city at 525 North Federal Highway. It's open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch with classics like fried chicken and waffles and shrimp and grits, and creative items like pecan-crusted salmon and a fried green tomato BLT. And the drinks? Smooth sipping and so good. There's convenient free parking and a garage next door, happy hour at the bar, an entire patio, 4 to 7 Monday to Friday, and live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's pet and people friendly and with cozy fire pits for when the temperature dips. For reservations and more information, go to BashSouthernKitchen.com. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, and also now with a new location on Las Olas Boulevard. Those are my spots. Upscale food and a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you.
Of course.
A sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hour 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you.
All right, we're back on the Lunchbox here at Anthony's Runway 84, State Road 84, Fort Lauderdale. I don't even know the address. You don't need to know the address.
330 Southwest 84.
As you go
You
off
can't miss it.
95, head towards the railroad tracks. Before you get to the railroad tracks, it's there.
Right
you
there on
can't
the
miss
right.
it.
Can't miss
The
it.
outside was revamped also, no?
But yeah, but
Yeah,
you know,
it
just some
doesn't look the same
renovations
as
and
it
stuff.
did, but it's
Same
fantastic.
restaurant, same
Yeah.
concept, 42 years. 42 years, baby.
I can't believe how fortunate I am to be alive at this moment, eating this meal with you guys.
We got the
Chef-
whole crew here today.
Chef-
Anthony, Chef
Oh,
Robbins,
this is
Danielle,
a fast-paced show.
Joe Alfano. We got everybody here.
This
today.
is fantastic, and just getting ragged on by Anthony Bruno is
that
one
was
of the
great.
highlights
That was
of my
great.
career.
He broke him down.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm, because I was, but Defo calls me insufferable. And
Well,
when
you-
I was,
you-
Mark,
you
know
have
him?
you have a
Is that an
certain
accurate-
element.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And when I was, people
Persistent.
can call me like a snotty foodie elitist,
Yeah.
and when I was the food critic at the Sun Sentinel back when newspapers had money and all that, and I would eat on their dime. It was the greatest life around.
Well,
And then
fortunate
I
enough,
would-
we always got good reviews from us. So unlike Bo Kemper, I'm good. Yeah, he loved Henry's.
He was
loved,
always a
he
fan of
loved
yours,
Rockburger. He loved Pizza Crust. So we were in the safe zone. We were in that 3-star safe
But you don't
zone.
want to be in the doghouse. The Mayo
No,
doghouse.
no.
Yeah. So now we got to welcome again the Chef Robbins Martinez, who's been with Mark for a while since
For too
opening
long.
up all these
16
different
16 years.
concepts.
And in 2 weeks, we're doing our 17th opening together.
Wow,
Wow.
17.
1-7.
That's my lucky number.
And then we looked at each other last night and we said, are we going backwards? I feel like we're going backwards.
I don't think so.
It's tougher. It's harder to find good help. And
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's not easy anymore.
Not
Opening
but
restaurants.
you took over, or helped, usher in this revamped, reimagined Anthony's Runway 84. And what's it like? Because you have all this history and all these people who are used to being things having the cauliflower rigatoni one way and the meatball, but you are nailing everything every time I've been in here 6 times. Consistency, unbelievably good food. Kudos to you and your crew.
What I always do is simple. So, I mean, always take all Anthony Runway 84. All the other items for years and years and years, and try to put it together, put in more flavor, put in more decoration, presentation, and bring the fresh to the kitchen. You know what I mean? Everything make it from scratch every day.
Who imagined this potato dish? Because it is one of the most brilliant side dishes.
That's a trip to New York, to Chicago, actually.
Robbins, on our travels, we're very transparent. One of our we go on these bang food
R&D,
trips,
yeah.
R&D.
Yeah.
So this was another big R&D, probably a 20 game.
If you need another palette,
you're more than welcome to come one
also-
time. You got to
also
come to
so
the
much food.
restaurant show with us.
I'll
one
use
year.
points and everything.
We'll set you up. And we saw a similar variation. So we like to take stuff that we found on our travels, and then we like to tweak it. So Rob's like, I've been seeing twice baked potatoes come back on the menu.
Yeah.
And then how do you make? Well, let's add ricotta cheese. And then we saw one place had it with cacio e pepe. We kind of all put it together. I shaved some truffles on it, and now we're here.
And that was as shaved good a
truffle
potato dish
shallot.
as you will have anywhere.
Yeah, I've never seen you light up over a food item like that.
That's the best
you
potato
know
I've
what,
ever
I
had. I
mean,
think that's the best potato I've ever had. I think.
You need to have great support when it comes to this sort of thing. And I was mentioning to Mark, here's Gordon Ramsay. You go to his steakhouse and he has like a potato puree thing, and you're thinking, "Come on, Gordon." I mean, you would have fired yourself from the show if you had presented this. And then you get something like this spectacular. I mean, just absolutely great.
I think everybody can take a steak and text the steak and text good. You know what I mean? When you take a potato in elevation and do
Oh, my
something
God,
different,
that is
that's what it is.
fantastic.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that black truffle shower that you put on it is really, something special.
Oh,
expensive.
what's the food? Hey, what's the food cost on this? So you guys, I'm getting nervous over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
No,
well,
it's,
without the shower,
yeah,
it's probably just as good. Mark is
Jesus.
going to tell you.
So, and the other thing that Mark was telling us during the break, this the bolognese, and you've got a ravioli that's going with it. But he explained that you
Tell that special
grind
stuff,
up the
Nugget
different
or,
meats.
Us do over there. Us take all the prosciutto, the guanciale, and us blend it all together. And the 3 different meats: pork, veal, and prime,
So pork, veal, and
And-
the wagyu beef.
and wagyu beef.
It's so rich. It's so
And us cooking that for almost 3 hours. Actually, you know what I mean? It's a
You
lot
could-
of work.
you could feel the soul. Did you try that yet? That bolognese is like
Oh, he's
outstanding.
I did.
He's
Yeah,
been
no,
drinking
fantastic.
it. He wanted
yeah.
a straw.
I'm a huge bolognese fan, and that's as good as anything. Everything has very distinct flavors to it, also, which is always nice. You know, I mean, you have dishes that have maybe some similar ingredients, but wow, I mean, very distinctive. Each
Thank
and
you.
everything that you order, and you turn cauliflower into gold, which is not easy to do. That was one of those things as a kid. Your mother would say, "Hey, you like cauliflower?" And you're like, "No,
No.
I don't, Ma." But that is delicious and would be worth ordering anytime you came
Thank
to
you,
this
thank you.
restaurant. Yeah.
Listen,
And one more thing, because when you sit down here, you can order a drink, and they bring this bread basket that is complimentary. A lot of restaurants now are charging for bread
Bread,
service, right? But just describe what's in that bread basket. So it sets the mood, and you don't want to fill up on the bread here, but you can't resist some of the
let's
things.
do it like a homemade Italian bread. You know what I mean? And homemade focaccia bread with tomato on top.
with the tomato.
And let's do it.
But
What
you
do
know,
you go?
the focaccia is really not focaccia. Anthony's in the pizza business. Robbins is in the pizza business. What we basically can slice
yeah.
and we cut into strips.
Now
That's
you're
what that
talking
is.
my
That's
language.
focaccia meets a Sicilian
Yep.
sliced in strips.
And Anthony, when he cut out, we were talking about the old days in Brooklyn, and his cousin owns Michael's restaurant that has the great jar tomato sauce now everywhere. It's on Avenue R, Notion
Here's a
Avenue. in
fun
Brooklyn.
fact.
And I went there for my 50th birthday.
Come
I've been
on.
going there for years.
That was a
but,
couple years ago.
8 years ago. Oh my God, that's depressing.
That's
Jesus.
so every Monday, Anthony's cousin flies in.
Really?
FedExes us. FedEx box.
Yep.
Of the biscottis from the store. We're gonna have them for dessert right now.
Wow.
A little espresso and biscotti.
Are
as
we
a
getting
little-
dessert? Because
Yeah.
we only got a couple of minutes left.
I have to show you our new dessert. I
All
have
right,
to show
well,
our famous dessert.
we'll bring it up. We'll
All
take
right.
video. We are going to have to, the party is going to continue
We gotta
here
bail
at
out? Wow.
Anthony's Runway 84. Again, they are open every night except Monday, and the Power
Power
Lunch
Lunch is
Friday from
Fridays.
12 to 3. Is
12
What a
to
great
3,
idea.
and then we just roll right through to the bar. 12 to 3, 3 to 4 at the bar, and then we open up the dining room.
reservations available on resi.com.
Yeah, and you could walk in. So for today, we had 20 reservations for lunch and 60 walk-ins. Yeah,
And I say that is
Yeah.
the play.
That would be the
come
move.
in here
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
Friday
just to
afternoon.
get your beak wet. You know, if you want a little 2 martini lunch, business lunch, or if
Yeah.
you're celebrating, or we have people just get off the airport.
Or my favorite, the 3 martini.
the 3
lunch.
martini, the triple header.
Well, I'm just
All right.
astounded
Yeah.
by how good everything is. The porterhouse steak with the
Unbelievable
that's the steakhouse
food.
Yeah,
sauce.
that's a homemade steak sauce.
It's like it seems
Chef
like a Peter
Martinez
Luger's
unbelievable.
style sauce.
Wow.
The chicken scarpiello with the sausage, the veal chop on the bone Danielle with the prosciutto, the rigatoni
It's going
alla
good.
vodka
Yeah.
spicy, the
I'm hiring.
rigatoni with the cauliflower, the twice baked
This is
potato,
why we
the
hired him.
meatball. I can't.
We got
the
a double
burger
Oh, we
wagyu.
got
A double
untouched
wagyu.
burger, man.
This thing looks like should be in a
Double
magazine.
wagyu,
will be-
Mayo.
Should I go out with
We
a
could
bite
cut it
of
in
the
half. We
burger?
could cut it in
Give me a
half.
steak knife, Mike.
Get
Cut
this
it in
is
half
right.
for him. That'll
We
do
don't
it.
want
Yeah.
to.
I'm gonna cut
We
this.
don't
Are you
wanna
okay with this,
spoil the
pal?
whole
You
thing.
all right with this?
Danielle, thank you for
All
the.
right.
That is such a beautiful.
We're about to
wine.
kill your boyfriend. We're about to kill your
Gentani,
boyfriend.
Enjoy your
Yeah.
date night tomorrow.
Well,
They're
what
gonna
a
be
great
having
place.
a
All right,
date
so
night.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with
Mark,
the
thank you.
opening of the new Coral
thank
Springs
you.
Tacocraft, and
Yep,
we're
2
gonna
weeks.
look at that.
Here it is.
beautiful
Double
center
Wagyu,
burger.
double Wagyu patties. Grand
Double
Forno makes a
Wagyu.
custom bun for us.
All right, here we
Should
go.
I
Yeah,
dab
no,
a
he can't do
little?
it, he
Is this
can't
a
do it.
house-made ketchup?
There's truffle special sauce
I
homemade
don't
on
need
there.
any
Yeah, you don't
ketchup
need
on
any ketchup
that.
on that one.
That's it. Oh, the fork is flying. I've got that.
Double
There it is.
fat.
There you
There
go.
it is.
Here it is.
Double Wagyu patties. There you go.
See you next time on Mike Mayo's Lunchbox.
That's good.
Enjoy every sandwich. Thanks, Mom.
All right, we'll see you on Resi.
It's an embarrassment.